guerra sempre vai existir, mas para voltar para casa, Furiosa lutou contra o mundo.
Lembra de mim?
Very few movies are as impressive visually as Furiosa is. So, can you guys talk about how it was on set, watching it all unfold?
It's so cool. You know, especially when you're coming into some of these really humongous set builds, it's extraordinary to be able to look at something that's so visually impressive far away. But the closer you get to it, the more detail you realize. You know, I think that you could watch this film over and over again and still not pick up absolutely everything that each department did. It felt like being a kid in a candy shop or something like that. You know, if you're a lover of movies, you're just running around going, this is amazing.
Yeah, incredibly immersive, you know, when you're not sitting on a green screen having to imagine everything, you can just, you know, become the character and sort of to inhabit spaces where the environment and the sets are characters within themselves, and you're taken and transported on that journey just by being in the space is a real joy.
Anya, you inherited a character made iconic by Charlize Theron in Fury Road. So how was the challenge of making her your own?
You know, I think with any role, you have first duty to the character in the script. You're bringing a script to life. And rather than seeing anything as a kind of impersonation of any sort, I felt like what Charlize did so beautifully was really tap into the essence of the character. And so as long as I tapped into the same essence, then it was going to be something that was going to translate.
So, Chris, Dementos is a larger than life character, you know, a mad messianic, power hungry leader. So was it hard to keep him grounded, to find a way to make him relatable?
Yeah, it was something we had to, you know, constantly kind of discuss and talk about. How do we have, you know, moments of humanity with him? And I think the justification for me about this sort of the flamboyance and the larger than life sort of energy was that he was someone who was trying to attract attention. Unlike, say, Furiosa, who was trying to blend in, Dementos wanted the attention. He wanted the eyes on him. He wanted to offer promise out of the wasteland and out of the suffering. And by showing a great amount of confidence and even sort of humor, I believe that sort of convinced his followers that he spoke the truth. And then, you know, weaving in the fact that he too had suffered at some point. He may have lost a child. He, you know, is a product of the wasteland, and they're all just trying to get by. But I love the world that George created. It is post-apocalyptic, but it is larger than life. There is a sort of a beautiful flamboyant vanity to it, and it has been through all the films with the hairstyles, the makeup, the characters' names, you know, Toe Cutter, Master Blaster, Humongous, you know. It was an incredible experience to be a part of that and try and fit in somewhere.
More than a revenge story, Furiosa seems to me like a tale of obsession, a thirst that can never be quenched. So my question is, even when the world has gone to dust, hanging on these primal urges are what makes us human. What do you guys think?
Absolutely. I mean, I think there is always hope. I think on the other side of always hope, there is always hate. I think there is always desire. There is always need. And so, yes, you're right. If you take everything away, those things still remain.
Yeah, it's a really interesting sort of examination of people in extreme circumstances and adversity and how they respond differently. And ultimately, our, you know, decisions come down to us. It's not the circumstances that define us, and how the two characters, or all the characters within the film, operate in order to survive due to desperate times.
Whoa.